wants anyone to become a wanderer. Time to go.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production...
The production zone? What did...
Not necessarily. Though working...
Wow. Wait!
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely as for what we produce, therefore, the Fortress of... There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and... Oh? Is something...
It's nothing.
Time to go.
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Sigewinne.
Then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Sigewinne here is the Fortress of Meripede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Well, this is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this. The days of staying home and, by the way, Traveler, we saw, even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging, we are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny." Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Neuvillette empty-handed and say, "The dude looks scary, so we gave up." And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Neuvillette, right? So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation. You mean... Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. So hard to help clear Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway! Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important. If you say so. We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now. Hey, you're finally awake! Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
Time to go.
Ah, you must be the catch of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Meropide doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it!
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the process widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Once the widget is hot enough to glow, jump to step on the pedal and hit the widget. So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem. You got this! Great! Now we can report back to the foreman.
This one is tolerable. Though since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
disappearing act. He doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
Hey, over here.
Oh,
Oh, you scare so easily?
you little...
Sorry.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too!
That's right. My brother simply.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also.
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Now hurry up and tell us. How did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard.
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice.
it really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think...
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into...
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised... So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. We were instructed by the father of our house, the knave.
Told you so, see?
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the... We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors...
Huh? How did she manage to learn?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work.
It was this information that led us to suspect that...
So it's all about the nose.
Well, that's about it from our side.
Bingo! The knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what... Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about that. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you have.
Of course, it's not a complete farce.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about child...
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has... Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate. As you know, the House...
See, I told you.
Is that so?
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about...
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward...
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't...
It's okay to open up a little.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with... I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right question, you should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where child
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of, so... Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me,